Hey y'all, I'm Kara.
And I'm Danielle.
Welcome to the 30-ish podcast.
What's up, guys? Welcome back.
Episode 4.
I'm Danielle, homeschool mom of 2, almost 3.
And I'm Kara, mom of 2 and English teacher. And we are so excited that you're here.
All right. So what have you been up to this week, Kara?
I am on the countdown to winter break for sure. We have 1 week and a half left. So that's been exciting and just getting ready for Christmas. Moving that elf.
Moving that elf. Gotta make sure you do that. This week we had a cool one. Kennedy really liked you put a little bit of water in like a bowl and like a carrot and like little stuff for like a snowman. And it's like, I tried to bring you back a snowman, but it melted.
That's cute.
She thought that was really good. She really liked that one. So
see, you're the creative mom.
It doesn't take very long to do.
I literally just move him.
I normally just move, but like I'd say like once a week I try to do something like clever. Yeah. You know?
Have you seen the one where it's like the Ring doorbell and they hold the elf up? I know, I need to do that.
That's really cool. I think she would like that.
You should do it.
Yeah, I need to do that for sure.
Report back.
Yeah, and then you see like the video of the parents, like the behind the scenes.
Yes,
like
that's so funny. I could just see Tyler out there.
Yeah, just that's so funny.
So you had your first homeschool mom get together, right?
I did. It was really fun. I met this girl at a field trip that I went to at the apple orchard, and she was super nice, and she has 3 kids, and she was telling me about this like outdoor homeschool group that she's a part of, and she invited me to like be a part of it. So
wait, what is it called?
I don't know.
Oh, is it like the Wild and Free? Maybe?
So I think it's based off of that, but like their group is not specifically like
I was gonna say, one time we were at the park and we went down to this like waterfall part, and there's never anybody down there, and there were a million kids down there.
Really?
And all these cool like tattooed moms, and I was like, what did we just walk up on? And they said they were from that homeschool trip.
Yeah, that's a book. So it's like, I guess, a philosophy or like a style of homeschooling that you can do. Cool. Which I do think that they do that as well, but I have not read the book, so I need to get on that for sure.
Yeah.
But she invited me to like be a part of the group, and they meet like twice a month, and they like go on a hike, and they do like a lesson, and you know, just like hang out or whatever. So yeah, I think we're gonna do it. We haven't gone to our first like get together yet, but they had like a moms only situation. And I went to it last night, and it was so fun.
That is
like,
fun.
It was really nice because like when you're homeschooling, it's like, you know, the reason why you want to homeschool, and like you have to feel really confident in like your reasoning and like that you're on the right path, because there's not really anybody you can talk to. Like I talked to Tyler about it, and like obviously I want his opinion because like it's both of our kids,
right? You
know, and so like we're on the same page, but he can't really encourage me because like he's never homeschooled anyone before.
Right.
Like we both went to public school, and so like
it's a new thing.
It's a new thing for both of us. So I was kind of talking to him the other day about how like I feel like, you know, I still feel really like good about the decision that I've made, but you know, you're going into the holidays and you see everybody like online, you know how we always talk about like comparing yourself to others, but like everybody has their like Christmas program, and they're doing the little songs up on stage, and all the like fun school parties and stuff like that, and it looks so fun and cute, and it's like, well, that's not really a reason to not homeschool your kids.
Right. Well, and but you know what's best for your kid.
Yeah, and like obviously that all looks so fun, and you know, you just like automatically feel like you're like missing out. And like I don't think that Kennedy's really missing out. Like she's not on Instagram. She doesn't know. Right. She's not like, you know, I didn't get a Christmas party or whatever. Like we're doing stuff at home that is just as fun and exciting for her.
I was gonna say, we'll do all sorts of things at home and the places that you go that they wouldn't be able to do in public school. And they have like this more free and open schedule, and they're getting more time with you and more time with each other. So
yeah, and I do like, you know, when I look at it all subjectively, I do know that, but it's just like in those moments when you like kind of start feeling mom guilt a little bit, like, oh, like they're not getting that too, like, but I can't give her everything, like that's just not how it works. Like there are sacrifices, and if it's just a Christmas party, like I think that's okay.
Right. Well, and you can get those group of kids together and have your own little Christmas get together.
Yes. So like I would say, like if you are trying to start your homeschool journey, like that is something that is like super, super helpful. But in the beginning, like it can be so hard and feel so isolating, because like you don't even know who to talk to, like to find out where these groups are. So it's like getting out there and going to these field trips by yourself, because a lot of places do like a homeschool day for a field trip, and it's like places that like a school would go, but it's like all the homeschool parents can like sign up for it that day, and so like you're all there for the same reason. So that's been nice. Like we have gone to a couple things like that, and like we loved it. Like it was so fun, and you know, so we're doing that, and I was really like grateful to talk to her, and like she
did y'all exchange numbers?
Yeah, like that day, like so I'm gonna like start with the group. I got to go to the party and everything. Awesome. So that's really nice. But so one thing that was cool about the party was, so Kennedy is kindergarten, and a lot of the people in the group have a little, not older kids, but like they've been doing it, this isn't their first year, you know? So they are a little more experienced. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. And they just, it was just super encouraging, because like right now, one of our main focus is like learning to read. So, you know, I've never taught anyone to read before. I didn't go to school for education or anything. So I'm only going off of like, you know, very limited knowledge that I have. But my main thing with her is that like she's so smart and she just loves learning. And I feel like a lot of little kids love learning, you know? And it's like once you get to like 8-10 years old, like it starts to drop off. Like they don't have that like joy and passion for learning anymore. So I really just don't want that to happen. Like that's one of the main things for like homeschooling that I really try to be cognizant of, is just like keeping that passion for learning and like critical thinking alive in her. So anytime we like, not that like she can't do anything that's boring, because like obviously there's a time and place to be bored or whatever, but you know, it's just like finding that balance of like not pushing her too hard to where like now she just hates everything we're doing. So it was nice to talk to some of the ladies about like, you know, they think she's like on the right path, she's doing really well at the reading thing that we're doing, and she's excited about it.
That's the most important
Which is,
part.
I think the most important thing.
Well, I was going to say, speaking of reading, so I tried all the things with Nolan of like, let me teach you all the letters, let me teach you all the sounds, and let's read these Bob books. And I felt like he was getting frustrated, and I was getting frustrated. And the thing that worked, and I feel so bad as a mom and a teacher for this, but the thing that taught him how to read is this app called reading.com.
That's the one I use. Yes, she loves it. Yes,
and he now can read like most short or medium-sized words just from that. Yeah, she loves that. I love it too. It's like, and they can sound out the letters, and it has the like, what you want to bet you can learn the alphabet song in the beginning. And now Grayson is hearing it, and I'm like, he's gonna start reading. Like it's just crazy, like because he wants to do everything she does. And that's so funny that we both did the same one. Yeah, reading.com was the thing, and he'll ask every day, can I play reading.com?
Yeah, because it only lets you do one lesson a day, but then it has like games and all this stuff. So that was definitely, because we were doing like a lot of worksheets, and I was like, she's getting kind of bored with this. But like it being on the iPad, and you know, like,
well, it seems like a fun like game.
Yes, and yeah, so that's so funny. I love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Kennedy's doing great on her reading journey. And
awesome. I'm proud of both of you. And I'm glad that you found a group that you can plug into. I feel like that makes such a difference when you're, meeting and walking with people who are in the same season and going through the same thing. So I feel like that would be really encouraging and helpful.
For sure. It definitely has been. But
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So this week, Ryan and I had our anniversary, and I don't know if you all are like this, but we give each other Christmas gifts, but we agreed not to give each other anniversary gifts.
Yeah.
And he works the night shift, and so I wasn't even planning on seeing him that day because I work during the day and he sleeps during the day. But it was very nice when he woke up early, and when I got home, he left like flowers, a bottle of wine, and some candy. So shout out to my husband. He keeps asking if I'm going to talk to about him on the podcast. So there you go, Ryan. But yeah, so it made me feel bad though because I didn't get him anything.
Well, so. I don't think you should feel bad. Like, you agreed not to, and he just went above and beyond. So, he just wanted to spoil you.
It was nice, and it was like the kind of wine we drank in college.
Oh, okay.
Which now I'm like, I would never buy this, but it was kind of funny. Whenever I drank some, I was like, oh, I feel like I'm in college again.
Nostalgia.
Yeah. So.
That's awesome.
Speaking of podcasts, I don't know that we've shared this at all, but Danielle was the one who had the idea for the podcast and has kind of been the brains and the heart behind it all. And when she first came to me, I don't even know, I think it was in like March.
Yeah, it's been a while.
This was a while ago because I'm pretty sure it was
a lot of behind the scenes.
St. Patrick's party for
my
club. I think it was the first time you asked me. And I remember thinking, why is she asking me? I don't have the personality or the skill set for this. And I was very hesitant about it for a long time. I'm a very like type A perfectionist type person, and so I didn't want to do it unless we could do it very well. And I think we have learned, this is our 4th episode now, and it's just been trial and error of what kind of microphone do we need. Oh, we need to buy this cord for this microphone to be able to connect for both of them to work. And what sort of software should we buy? And just all of the different moving pieces that you wouldn't even think go behind a podcast. But the more we do it, the more fun it's been. And I go to therapy once a week, and it's virtual. I really wish I could see her in person, but it didn't work out that way. And we were talking, and I actually sent her the podcast, and she's listening to it. So that was sweet and exciting. But she has been really encouraging and motivating me to put myself out there. And, it's okay if it's not perfect. When we listen back to the first few episodes, we probably find cringy things about ourselves and the things that we say, or awkward silences, or what have you. But I think the more we do this, it'll just be us just talking and fun, and something that it's already started being like this, something we look forward to, of sitting down. And, I've just been hoping and saying little prayers that this will just reach the right people, like the people who need to listen to the things that we are going through, our experiences, or the people that will tune in. So
because we always think that like our problems are just our problems, but like a lot of people are going through the same stuff, and it's nice to like even with, like I was saying, like how to know you're not alone and everybody is kind of feeling the same way, or they've been there, or just having somebody in your corner like really makes a big difference. So I don't know, there's lots of topics and things that I feel like we want to talk about, and we'll get there, and things that might be kind of taboo and not talked about a whole lot, but we kind of want to dive into those hard topics too as we get there. So while also having fun.
Yes, while also having fun and keeping it light.
Yes. Oh, one thing that happened to me this week that was really, really sweet was I was rocking Grayson, and he's 2, and he told me that I was his best friend.
That's sweet.
I know.
I remember the first time Ellen said that, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I don't remember Kennedy like saying those words, like obviously I know she loves me and like we have a good relationship, but it was just like so sweet because Grayson's so little and he was just like, Mommy, you're my best friend.
Boys are
like,
so
Aw.
sweet with their moms.
I know, and everyone says that, and I, you know, you're like, okay, whatever, like, sure. And then, like, he really is. Like, he really is just so sweet. Like, Kennedy is sweet to me in her own ways, but, like, you know, Grayson just, he's very attached to me.
It hits harder. Yeah, there's a different kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know.
Like, bond.
A different kind of bond between a mom and a son. Not that, you know, me and Collins are obviously close and there's tons of sweet moments between us too, but Ryan has a totally different type of relationship with her than even I do. There's like a daddy-daughter thing too.
Oh yeah, so. That's how Kennedy and Tyler are too. Like they're very much like besties. And like we've had like, so I'm a Colts fan and Tyler's a Jags fan. So we said that like we weren't gonna make the kids like one fan versus the other. Like that's they could decide what they wanted to be, even though Colts are way better. But she always like says she's rooting for like my team, but she's like, so what are the Jaguars doing? Like she needs to know like that's that the Jags are winning and like that Tyler knows she's supporting the Jags.
That's funny that she even like is interested in it.
Oh yeah. She is. I wouldn't say she like loves watching football because she'll be like, oh, like I want to watch my own show. But she is very much like she knows it's like important to him, and he like gets so excited about it that I think she's like, Daddy, so like, what are we doing? Like, how's it going? Like,
that's sweet. But only NFL football, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's funny. But yes, another thing that I have been dealing with this week is some Christmas shopping, but I wanted to find it on Facebook Marketplace. Have you ever bought anything off Facebook Marketplace? I feel like it's so like hit or miss. Like
I've bought quite a few things off Facebook Marketplace, but I always make Ryan go and meet them because it's sketchy to me.
Well, that's kind of like what the problem was for me this week. So like I messaged a couple people because I found what I wanted, and I like nothing was like super close by, like nothing in Murfreesboro, so it was all like kind of a drive. And I was like, okay, well, it's all I can find, so let me reach out to them. But only one person wrote me back, and they wrote me back saying like, I don't check my Facebook that often, can you text me?
Yeah, and then I've heard that that's a scam.
Right, and I'm just like, okay, so I like gave the phone number to Tyler, because Tyler texts people for work, so his phone number is like out there anyways. And I was just like, can you talk to them, because like it might be totally fine, but it also seems a little sketchy. And now it seems like it's gonna be legit, and we're supposed to meet them later today. So, well, Tyler is.
It's a Christmas gift for someone, so we're not gonna say what it is. Okay.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite Christmas gift you bought so far? Is it okay to share?
I don't know. That's hard. Do you have one?
Yes, and I don't think that they'll listen. Will this be out before Christmas?
No, I don't. Well, it'll be. I don't know. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead. Sorry, we record on Saturdays, and I always get my days mixed up.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I bought my kids' grandmas these little, it's for their Apple Watches, and it's like a little charm. It has their grandma names on it.
Oh,
and I
that's
can't wait to give it
cute.
to them. I know. I am the type of person, and it's so bad, but when a gift comes in, I just want to give it to them
right away.
Yeah. So I have a Christmas closet in my house, and I don't know how Nolan has never caught on to this, but anytime something comes in from Amazon or Target, I don't even open the box. If I know what it is, I just shove the box in the Christmas closet.
Yeah.
So
right now I'm using Emery's nursery.
Oh.
So it's locked.
The name reveal.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Whoops. But yeah, I'm using her nursery and I'm locking the door and I have everything like all splayed out. So I need to start wrapping because it just makes me anxious that like someone's gonna bust in there.
Well, do your kids, will they unwrap it? Because last year Nolan unwrapped gifts.
I don't think. Maybe Grayson would.
Like, I love the look of all the gifts being under the tree for like weeks leading up and having more and more gifts underneath there. But now I have to wrap them all the night before Christmas Eve because I don't have an extra room to put them in, and he'll unwrap them. And what fun is that, you know?
Yeah, that stinks.
Yeah. Do y'all do Santa gifts?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, especially like the Santa gifts.
Well, Santa gifts we don't wrap.
Oh, this is so controversial.
Yeah.
See, I wrap all the gifts.
No, so like the wrapped gifts are from us.
Was it like that when you grew up too?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, like Santa does your stocking, and then you get like a unwrapped gift, and maybe like some books or something, and then the rest is from us.
Okay.
So
we never like make a big deal of like these are from Santa or these are from us. Like I think in his head he probably thinks they're all from Santa. I don't know.
Yeah, but like really you don't get any credit.
That's true. He's gonna be so heartbroken when we tell him Santa's not real one day.
Santa's not real, Kara?
Yeah, never mind. Yeah.
I still believe. I will actually.
Let our kids listen to this episode.
I remember, I was like, I think I was like 13 or something.
Oh yeah.
And I, you hear stuff at school. Like, luckily my kids won't be at school, so maybe they won't hear about it. But I was like, no, that's not true. And then my mom got me a present that was supposed to be from Santa, and it had layaway Pam on it, on the box. Oh, and I'm the oldest too, so like
you knew.
I was devastated. I was so mad at my mom, and I didn't say anything because I was like, I can't ruin Christmas for everyone. Like,
well, that's a good sister. I don't know why my mom did this. Mom, you're gonna have to tell me why. But I remember being on vacation on the beach. So this was like July, like not anywhere close to Christmas. And I don't know if she just wanted to be honest and fess up, or maybe
guilt.
Maybe my brother didn't believe in Santa. I can't really remember what the deal was. But yeah, I feel like maybe Jake never believed in Santa. But she just ripped the Band-Aid off and was like, Santa's not real. And then I was like, what about the Easter Bunny? No, he's not real. What about the Tooth Fairy? No, she's not real. And we just went through the whole thing. And I remember feeling betrayed.
Oh no.
Like I was like, what else has she lied to me about?
Oh no.
Yeah. So I do try to make Santa more of like a character.
Yeah.
For Nolan, and like, okay, here's the real reason for Christmas, and he knows, like, he'll always talk about baby Jesus and the manger and all of that. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of people don't do Santa these days. Yeah.
I just think it's fun.
It is fun, and it's like magical, and the elf, and all of the things.
I just think Kennedy, like, she's so logical.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she has maybe some inklings, but she's kind of like me where she just wants to believe.
Right.
So.
Make sure you don't get anything on layaway and you take off all the tags,
exactly.
all the receipts thrown away. I remember one year telling my mom, Santa has the same handwriting as you, like on the tag. So.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. Like, if you're wrapping a gift and, like, signing your name, like, to...
Your mom should have taken it out of the box.
No, but I'm saying, like, for sure. It was a boom box.
Oh.
So, like, you needed it in the box, I guess.
I remember one year asking for the High School Musical DVDs. Those are the days.
Yes.
Yeah.
We definitely had those. I was actually at gymnastics with Kennedy this week, and, some girls for the like older kids class, they were talking about Gabriella and Troy, and I was like, is that still a thing?
TBT.
Yeah, I thought that was so funny. Like, I guess it's just
still around.
Like it's on Disney Plus, so like they can watch it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Even if it's not on regular TV.
Yeah.
So I just didn't know there was
those were the best days.
I did love those movies.
And then the dance-alongs.
On this together.
See, you still know it. Yep.
Yeah, you gotta. It's ingrained in you forever.
This was before Zac Efron went and messed up his job. Zac Efron was number one on my list.
Yeah. And
his surgeon just did not like him. He was just jealous or something.
He was just jealous.
He was like, I am about to mess you up. I'm sorry, Zac, but man.
Yeah.
That's dramatic.
I don't know what happened. I don't know.
And maybe he just got some like crazy filler or chin implant and just it just didn't work out. I wonder if he thinks it looks great.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can live with he is living with it.
I used to love that show that he had on Netflix where he was traveling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a cool show.
I have seen a couple episodes of that. That is neat. And now he does he like live in Canada or something?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either. Maybe I'm making that up.
I stopped stalking him after his chin implant gone wrong.
His chin implant. That's so funny. Okay. Well, today, Kara, I want to get down to the nitty gritty.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So I want to talk to you about Southern hospitality versus just being fucking fake.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's just like the number one thing that I've noticed moving here.
Mm-hmm.
I used to live in Florida, and I just feel like everybody talks about like Tennessee. I wouldn't even say just like where we live, but like Tennessee in general, like, oh, like the Southern hospitality, everybody's so nice, like blah blah blah. Like,
no, everyone is not so nice.
They're not so nice.
No.
Like, I don't know what it is. Like, it just comes off to me like fake. Like, anybody who you meet, like, yeah, they'll smile and they'll nod and they'll be like, oh, bless your heart, like, whatever, but like, they're so not really your friend, and you just like don't know where you stand with people. And I just feel like that's so hard, especially like meeting new people and like making new friends, and like, where do you stand with them? Because like with my friends in Florida, for instance, like, I don't talk to them all like every single day,
right?
You know, like, and they live in Florida, so it's not like I'm seeing them every single day, but like anytime I go home, like, I see them, and it's like no time has passed, and like if I needed something from them, like,
you know, you could call.
I know that they would help me even though I am so far away.
I think it's a thing, and maybe I didn't realize that maybe it's not like this everywhere, but like oh yeah, we'll hang out, or oh, see you next time, with zero intention to do that. And I think there's a difference between being polite and having manners, which is usually a big thing in the South, and being fake. Like, I definitely don't think the two are mutually exclusive. Like, I think that you can be kind and you can be polite, but there's a difference between just putting on a face and, you know, then going and talking about them, or
behind their back.
Not actually liking them. Those are two different things. You don't have to be that way.
No. And I feel like sometimes maybe I, come across as being like rude or blunt, but I would much rather, like, if, like, for instance, if you invited me somewhere, it drives me crazy when you invite someone somewhere and they say, I hope I can make it.
Right.
Like, what do you mean you hope you can make it?
That's like a no to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that
it's like, unless something better comes up.
Yes. Like, we've even had people say that in, you know, like, book club or whatever. Like, if, like, they'll literally say something like, if this, then I'll be there.
Right.
And it's like, so can probably I count on you to be there? Like, I don't know. I just feel like, especially in like a get together or party situation, like, if you're putting effort and time and like food you're preparing, like,
you need to know.
Like, you need to know. Like, I'm such a planner, and I get that not everyone is, but like, I just feel like it's so special to like have someone over and like be the host, like, with the most or whatever, like, to make someone feel comfortable in your home, and then like the last minute they're like, oh, sorry, like, won't be able to make it today.
Well, and that's
but like,
so
they never
too.
had the intention of coming.
I feel like it's so rude when it's like day of and they're like, sorry, I can't come. Like,
and it happens all the time.
Yes, like, if you already said you could come, that happened a lot when I had my daughter's birthday party, and it was just her first birthday party, and I already didn't have a ton of RSVPs either way, like people saying yes or no, and I feel like that's just rude.
Yeah.
Like, I will be honest, if I get like a Facebook invite to something, I always put maybe, and then I'll go back and check the date, and then I'll put a yes or a no.
Yeah.
But most of the time when I first see it, I just want to keep it right there where I can still, you know, still view it or whatever.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Give them an idea. But one, I feel like it's rude to not let people know. And two, it's so rude if people do think that you're coming and then last second, I mean, unless something's seriously happening.
Right.
You know.
And of course things happen. But if you're like known for being that person who's like, yeah, maybe I'll see you then. Like, and then you never show up. Like, I just can't stand that. And I can't stand that, like, response of, like, I hope I'll be there.
It's just like, you want to be prioritized, and there are going to be people that you're going to meet that will prioritize you and will follow through. And then there's people who don't. And I feel like that really shows you where you stand with those people.
Yes.
Of if they make the time for you, you know, it's like if they wanted to, they would.
Exactly. And I firmly believe that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Like, I just feel like I want to be known as the person who, like, shows up, you know? Because that's what I want in a friend, is someone who shows up to things. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, yes, the big things. Like, of course, like, your child's first birthday, like, that's a big milestone. Like, you want your friends to show up for you for that. And I just feel like, I don't know, like, yeah, I want people to show up for me, so I'm gonna show up for them.
And there's also like, there's been people that I've invited to, like, children's birthday parties or events that we have or whatever, who never go, but they'll invite us to theirs, and I always go.
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm going, you know, expecting them to come to ours, but it's almost, it makes you think, like, well, did you just want the gift, or did you just want more people to be at the party? And I don't like that either, when it feels like people just invite everyone that they know, and then you're not able to be, you know, even talk to them throughout the party. That's never a good feeling. But I feel like if I've invited you to all of these things and I've gone to all of your things, it's kind of rude or wrong of you to not go to any of them. You don't feel prioritized.
No, you don't. That's for sure. Yeah, and it's just like, I don't know, I feel like it's more common here than I feel like it was when I lived in Florida. Like, if you were my friend, like, you looked at the calendar and you would be like, oh, hey, sorry, I have a conflict.
Right.
Can't make it. Like, okay. And then I don't have you on the list of people I'm expecting. And, like, you know.
At least you know.
Right. And I just don't think that's rude. Like, I don't think it's rude to just be like, hey, sorry, I'm busy that day. Like, thanks so much for inviting me. And, like, I'm the kind of person who, like, I'll still send a gift. Like, you know, if it's, like, for the kids or whatever. But I don't know. It's just so hard, because you do hear so much about the Southern hospitality here, and you do hear so much about, like, I don't know, just, like, I guess that's the only way to put it, is Southern hospitality, but, like, I just don't feel the warmth, like, and I have a lot of, like, instances where, like, people make you feel so, like, even at that place we used to work, like, they were the biggest, like, if you're with us, you're with us. We're going to make you feel like part of this team.
You're a family.
Yeah. But, like, as soon as anything, not even, like, exactly, like, you're not on my list. Like, you're not somebody I'm looking out for.
Well,
like,
it was extremely cold and just,
Yeah, not like, hey, let's talk this through, or, like, let's try to get to a resolution. It's just, like, you're out.
Right.
And it's just, like, such a hard thing to navigate.
Well, and I'm a person, I'm bad, and I don't know if this is bad or good, but I see the best in people. I assume the best of people. You know, I think, okay, maybe they had this going on, or maybe they forgot to RSVP or whatever. And my husband always says this. He's like, you've got this, like, rose-colored glasses view of the world sometimes. Like, there are a lot of people who are not good people. And of course I know that. I know that there's, you know, evil people and, you know, criminals and whatnot, but even the people that are around us that seem nice, you know, there's people that are going to go home and they're going to talk bad about you to their friends, or they're going to group text about you and whatever, and that's always kind of shocking to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I'm sure that happens everywhere, but it's just, like, you know, hard, I guess, to deal with. Maybe it's just, like, I guess when you're growing up, you, like, there's an abundance of people around at school. And then it's, like, when you're older, you have to, like, make an effort in a friendship.
Oh, for sure.
Like, if I don't put this effort in, like, I'm not gonna see you. I'm not gonna get to hang out with you. So, like, if I'm putting that effort in, like, I guess I just, like, expect that they are too.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I guess it's just a letdown.
Right. No.
But, like, finding those people is, like, obviously the goal, but it's like,
well, and you want to be able to weed out those other people. You know, it
Yeah.
happens for a reason. And I've just hit a point where I realize, like, I don't want halfway anything.
yes.
I don't want halfway relationships. You know, I want people who I know are truly supporting me. I feel like we're like this for each other for sure, but one of my best friends, we've lived in different states for a long time. We lived together in college, and we've like driven across state lines to go to each other's, you know,
Yeah.
graduation, for my kid's birthday party, child dedication, like even the smallest of things. And it's
Right.
like, if you wanted to, you would. Like, I feel like that friendship constantly reminds me of that. So
Yeah.
it's hard, you know, not to compare it to other people where it's like, you
Yeah.
live right up the road and you're not even willing to come to, you know,
Yeah.
my kid's birthday party. So,
Yeah. No, it is. And that's so true, because like I get like my feelings hurt a lot. And Tyler's like, you know, you can only do so much. Like I know you expect people to treat you how you treat them or whatever,
Yeah.
but like, you know, they're just showing their true colors, and it's like, it is upsetting, and it's like, you know, you can't disregard that, but like, at least they're showing you who they are.
And you'd rather know. Yeah.
You'd rather know.
It hurts, but yeah, you'd rather know.
Ugh, it's true. Growing up, it just doesn't get any easier.
So,
and we'll see you next year, guys.
2024.
I know, it's going to be a good year. I feel it.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm Danielle.
And I'm Kara.
And remember, we're all just walking each other home. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us every Tuesday for a new episode on Apple and Spotify. Leave us a 5-star review and follow along on Instagram at 30ish_podcast. Bye.